name's Mike Hunsaker, and I drive a 2015 Roush RS1 Mustang. Being a car enthusiast is really all about sharing your creative ideas with others. There's so many different vehicles out there. People just put their heart and their soul into them, and there's so much blood, sweat, and tears that go into each one of these different designs that ultimately I believe being a car enthusiast is about sharing your design with the rest of the world and letting other people experience it. So far for modifications, I have done a Precision 5858 turbo, a full exhaust system, the downpipe, intake, and then a E30 ethanol tune. Future plans for my car so far is mostly getting into suspension work after this, getting into lowering the car down, getting it onto the track and getting some more time on it. Ultimately, is for power, I'm really where I want to be. Any more power, and it's really going to be deterring it from what it's designed to be, and it's not a drag car. I bought this car because in our family, we've always had Roushes. My wife and me, our very first car together was a Roush RS of 2013. The Mustangs have always been a part of our family. My brothers had a 71 Mach 1, and I've had several Mustangs before this. I was drawn to this car mostly because I've always had V8s before when it comes to Mustangs or bigger motors. When I first heard that Ford was building the EcoBoost Mustang, it was a chance for a completely new design and a new build, and that really excited me, especially with the lighter nose in the front end. Very first time I dynoed it, I've only dynoed it so far once on E30, and it produced 430 wheel horsepower and about 435 pound-feet of torque. I've always had V8s, and when it comes to this car, most people see a Mustang and see that, it's just another V8, when that's not the case. It's a completely different, unique design. And that's ultimately what I like about it, is half the cylinders, but equally the same amount of power. The last car I had, the reason I sold that one is it was a 2013 Dodge Dart, and it was a comfortable daily driver, but ultimately it was slow. It handled corners horribly. It was not designed ever to be a performance car. And we've been a part of the Roush family for a long time, and when we found this car, it was such a great deal that we saw it, we drove it, we loved it, and we had to have it. So my favorite thing about this car and the car scene is that the Roushes are fairly unique cars. They are already by themselves a custom designed car. They have the body kit on them from Roush, they have the exhaust, they have a tune even from the factory from Roush. And there's something to be said about a tuner car that Ford will back with a warranty as well. And this car particularly has really a lot of meaning to it. My wife got this car for me, and we've had Roushes before, and we've always had them in the family, and this car has sentimental value to me.